What's up, dude? All right, here we go. Sandlot Chronicles episode 6. We replaced Ben with Robbie because Robbie never wants to do this. We actually didn't replace Robbie. We invited Robbie.
And then replaced Robbie with Ben.
Yes, essentially. So we did replace Ben with Robbie. So today we're going to do NFL mid-season recap. Sorry, we're a little late. And then hop into some NBA stuff. Let's get after it.
All right, so mid-season awards, I guess, is what we're doing. Going to run through MVP, best and worst at each position. Yeah.
Every answer to all of these questions, like most improved, biggest surprise, MVP, it's all Cooper Kupp. However you want to spin it, it's just Cooper Kupp.
It's true.
Thanks to my boy Matt Stafford.
On pace for the greatest wide receiver season of all time.
Who, in the podcast episode that you couldn't hear because Robbie's webcam is horrible, we said that Matt Stafford would be a good MVP candidate. And none of us put money on this.
Yeah.
We called it, and it happened.
Yeah. So yeah, MVP, Cooper Kupp. You drafted him. You're just feeling good, doing good.
Second most talented receiver Matt Stafford's ever played with.
After Megatron?
Yeah. Odell. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's got to be Odell.
Sorry, Cooper Kupp.
Yeah. That's true. All right, let's go best worst at each position. Quarterback.
This is for fantasy.
Fantasy, yeah.
So like the best. Is it value we're doing, or is it actually the best player? It's value, right?
I mean, yeah, I think you have to say
everyone knows who the best players are. The best players, that's not fun to like analyze. They can just Google that.
I mean, it's also not even like, I think if you're going to say the best, it's going to be who is doing the most to help your fantasy team win. Right. And that needs to be, value over replacement. How much additional value are you getting if you drafted this player compared to someone else you might have drafted in a similar spot?
Only players who you're drafting in a high round that really help you is like Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Because if you draft Josh Allen, even though Josh Allen's killing it, you could have gotten Tom Brady 7 rounds later.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas Travis Kelce's killing it, and there's no one killing it like him.
Yeah.
So Stafford, of course.
So yeah, to that end, at quarterback, I mean, you've got Lamar at the top, you've got Josh Allen, you've got Mahomes, but like, really, Hurts and Brady, really, guys like Hurts and Stafford have just as many points. They're within about 10, and they're going like 6 rounds later. So
remember, Stafford has not had his bye week.
Yeah.
So all he has to do is get over 10 points, and he'll get like 25. He's going to pass all those dudes.
Yeah.
Because last week, he was the number 2 ranked in fantasy.
Yeah.
And then he had a bad week.
So, yeah.
But Hurts has been – Brady and Staff, you kind of could have seen it coming. Staff had a talented team for once. Hurts was actually pretty surprising.
Although, I mean, it's just
he's a running quarterback. Yeah, he's a running quarterback with they're behind.
It's a freaking cheat code.
Oh, yeah, and they're always behind. And he's like did you see that stat? Like all his productions in the fourth quarter. Like literally 70% of his stats in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you don't even have to be good at quarterback.
Yeah, you just have to play and throw.
Yeah.
Yeah, and run occasionally.
It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
Running quarterbacks are a literal cheat code. So it's, Hurts and Staff. And then Brady is going a little bit after the top tier of quarterbacks and is still...
It's going a lot after like Mahomes and Lamar.
Yeah, a lot after those guys, and is still neck and neck with them in points. I mean,
running backs even less fun to talk about.
Wait, whoa. What about worst quarterbacks? Poopy quarterbacks.
Quarterback who Alvin Kamara was about to play quarterback one day when Taysom got hurt. And they're like, "Oh, would you do Wildcat packages?" And he's like, "No, what are you talking about? I can play quarterback." So poopy quarterbacks would be Zach Wilson, of course, even though he's on the Jets. It's not his fault. All the rookie quarterbacks.
Yeah, I mean, it's all of them.
Yeah,
literally.
Matt Jones has been good in real life, but not fun in fantasy.
Yeah, I mean, I think especially there was kind of a draft strategy where you take someone like
we talked about that. Yeah, you take Cousins and then get a rookie, and after Cousins kind of keeps you along, the rookie takes over, and that's not the case.
Trey Lance, Justin Fields.
Yeah.
So you kind of swap in Cousins for this.
You drafted Trey Lance and Fields in one league.
I've drafted Trey Lance and Justin Fields in most of my leagues, and they have not been good. But I've also luckily had Hurts in most of my leagues. Yeah. So
those are the 3 you drafted in our league.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, if you were banking on production from a rookie quarterback, you're probably going to be disappointed. Really, from all of them.
But that actually has been the case in like past history. That's like shouldn't be that surprising.
Totally. Yeah.
Like for a long time that was the case. Then the trend got like bucked recently, and then people like fell for it. But it's like no, overall it's still a hard position. You shouldn't expect someone to come in and kill it.
Yeah.
I think what Mac Jones is doing is what you can expect. Someone to come in and make doable passes and hand the ball to running back.
Yeah. I mean, I think part of the optimism comes from the same reason why Hurts is like a top 5 quarterback. It's basically if you're a quarterback and you're playing and you're running the ball, then you're doing really well fantasy-wise.
You're also on a bad team, so you're going to be behind and you're going to be in passing situations.
Yeah, so that's what people expected from Fields and Lance, and just hasn't really happened.
Wasn't there another one who we wanted to make fun of?
I mean, Lawrence has been bad.
No, not non-rookie, like a regular quarterback. There wasn't?
I don't know.
Probably just want to make fun of Lamar Jackson for something.
Hey, Matt Ryan's been terrible.
Terrible?
Has he been good?
They have like 4 wins.
Fantasy-wise.
2 is always terrible.
2. Yeah. I don't know. Let's go to running back.
All right. Even less fun to talk about because anyone who is physically fit to run the ball, if you hand him the ball 15 times a game, can pretty much do it.
Yep.
Except for Mike Davis.
Yep. Except for Mike Davis. Got him.
Who everyone thought was going to kill it, including us. I dropped Mike Davis last year and was like, couldn't sleep this offseason because I thought he was like the top player in fantasy. But it's Cordero Patterson.
It's Cordero Patterson. Yeah, I mean, CPAT is definitely. I think.
Oh, he's a fantasy MVP over Cooper Kupp.
You think over Kupp?
You invested.
I mean,
you invested a 5th or 6th round pick in Cooper Kupp. If you get CPAT for free, and he replaced J.K. Dobbins, that saves your season.
Yeah.
Whereas if you, Cooper Kupp can't save your season. Most teams have good receivers.
I was thinking the same thing with Elijah Mitchell. I mean, these are guys where you invest nothing. You get them off the waiver wire, and you come away with like a borderline running back 1 or 2. Like that's just doing so much. It's so good.
I sent Caleb a trade for Saquon. I think it was DeAndre Swift and Waller for Saquon and Mark Andrews. And he's like, that's an interesting trade. I just can't do it because I like Saquon too much. And he would have won that big time.
Yeah.
DeAndre Swift has been killing it. Saquon's not been playing.
Yeah. Swift, another one of those winners.
Yeah, and then Waller and Mark Andrews have been kind of a push. Mark Andrews has been like a tiny bit better.
Yeah.
But Swift has like actually been killing it. He's leading running backs and receptions.
With what, like 50?
Yeah. The Lions run the ball every play.
Yeah.
And so who was it? Myles Gaskin. Poop.
Yeah.
But you're saying he's poop, but he's literally still has more points than Elijah Mitchell. But I know Mitchell's is in less games, but still he hasn't been that awful. And we never thought he was going to be good.
Totally.
People said he was going to be good. We never thought he was especially good.
Yeah.
It's like his receiver's the only fun position because tight end's boring too. Kittle's like the only Kelsey's like the only good tight end.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about receivers. I mean, my personal favorite, I thought Pittman was like easy money coming into
cheat code. Yeah, just like Hurts. Yeah.
He's going in round like 12
or like 11. His ADP was like 110 and it should have been like 65.
Yeah, he's clear-cut number 1, except for T.Y. Hilton, who
got hurt,
is old, is hurt. I mean, him missing games is the most predictable thing. Pittman had a good training camp. He has high draft capital. He has good tape.
His dad is an NFL player.
Michael Pittman.
Hardworking, yeah.
I mean, that just felt like easy money there.
He was like compared to T. Higgins, who like made the transition easily. And it's like, oh, if T. Higgins can do it, Michael Pittman can probably do it.
One of the other things that I thought really spoke toward or like was a good sign towards this breakout was that last year Pittman was doing it on like these low depth of target, like kind of short intermediate route stuff and like doing work after the catch. Part of his best like skill set is winning deep.
High catch point stuff.
Contested catch stuff. And that wasn't even part of how he was putting up numbers in year 1.
Because they didn't have a quarterback who would do that really?
Yeah, and I think they're probably just easing into the offense. I mean, who knows why? But this year, they've added that element in, and lo and behold, you've got a fantasy star.
Right?
It's easy.
He's not even a star. He's like an 80th ranked player, but he's like the kind of guy who gets you like 6 to 15 points every game. He's not like a Mike Williams who will get you 150 and 2 touchdowns one week and then not show up next week.
I mean,
that's what I love. I love players with high floors.
I think he's like a high floor, high ceiling guy.
No, he is. I'm just saying he hasn't been an actual star this year, but you can tell he is becoming one.
Totally. And I mean, I think, I don't know. Anyway, yeah.
You can gush on Michael Pittman if you want to keep going.
He's great. We love him. Who else? Debo.
Oh my God. Especially with Ayuk having killed it. People were saying Ayuk's going to be the number 1.
Yeah.
Like, totally. I don't love Debo or Ayuk. I think they're both just pretty good. But I did think Ayuk was going to become number 1 with Debo doing like the gadget plays this year. I thought Ayuk might have been like a little bit of a decoy as a deep threat, but I also thought they'd get him some gadget plays too. Like I thought they would both eat. Nope, just Debo.
Yeah.
And Kittle's always hurt.
Yep, Kittle's hurt. One thing I really respect Shanahan for is it seems like he is giving guys opportunities when they earn them.
Really? Because he cut Jalen Hurd. Turning it off. We're done.
What did Jalen Hurd do to earn his opportunities?
Work out and play? What did he do to deserve to get cut?
The gym.
Take cool photos with Alvin Kamara?
But yeah, I mean, it seems like Mitchell outplayed Sermon. Debo outplayed Ayuk. I mean, it doesn't really matter what maybe Sermon or Ayuk were showing flashes, but
their pedigree.
But yeah, day in, day out at practice, it seems like Shanahan's just going with what he sees and giving dudes the reps when they actually earn them on the practice field. And
it's also good so that they don't know the other team. You're not as predictable. If you're just always going with the better players that are like seem to be better, then they know who to game plan for.
Yeah.
But then you get players like Ross Dwelly coming in and scoring 2 touchdowns because he goes hard in practice.
Yeah.
I remember he did that once when Kittle was out a couple of years ago.
Well,
yeah, so every tight end has been disappointing except for Kelsey.
Wait, what about Hollywood?
Oh, Hollywood.
Another wide receiver.
No, I purposely forgot about Hollywood because that's what everyone's doing. Everyone talks about Lamar Jackson, how he's like taking the step up. He has been better this year. I'm a huge Lamar hater. He looks way better this year. I still expect him to blow chunks in the playoffs. Still, not even be bad. I just think he'll lose to Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Or even lose 41-17 to the Bengals.
Yeah. If he loses to Ryan Tannehill again, that
would be my God, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. But yeah, Hollywood's like a bona fide star now.
Yeah.
He's dropped 4 touchdowns and still is on
3
pace.
in one game.
He's still on pace for 12 or 1,300 yards and 8 touchdowns.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous.
In a run-heavy offense.
Yeah, although they've been more pass-heavy.
They've been more pass-heavy, but still, overall, the Niners ran 16 times in a row on first down yesterday. The first 16 times of the game.
That's pretty wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Against the Rams. A ferocious team.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Disappointments at wide receiver?
Allen Robinson.
Nathan's
been trying to trade me him all day. He sent me some video clips. He actually looks like he's still got it. Justin Fields and Andy Dalton do not. I don't know what's going on there. He's done well his whole career with bad quarterbacks.
What is the difference this year?
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know either.
Yeah, and Andy Dalton, when he was there, can play with AJ Green. He can put up fantasy numbers.
Yeah, he can be a bad quarterback.
Be behind.
Gets the ball to his good receivers.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, I have no explanation for A-Rob.
Fields, actually, he was just not throwing as many passes, and they were running it more. But so it could be because Dalton only played 2 games.
Yeah,
so it could just be all Justin Fields.
It could be a lot of Justin Fields.
Because it's different a bad quarterback versus a bad running quarterback.
Yeah.
Because if you have a Dan Orlovsky, he's still going to throw it up to you if he's not taking a safety all the time. I love that he's a respected announcer now. I'm no, that's still the guy who safetied himself. That dude ran out of the back of the end zone and we're listening to him? When he applied, he was this is someone we should have on TV.
This guy seems to know what he's talking about.
You put McLaurin as a dissatisfied with?
Yeah, disappointment.
He's so good.
He is good, but not at fantasy this year.
Really?
Yeah.
How many catches do you think he has?
I don't know.
49, 11 less than Jalen Waddle.
Wow. Yeah,
Jalen Waddle. We should have put him in the 6th most.
As what?
As someone we're satisfied with.
But are we?
60 catches?
I know. I find it hard to be satisfied when a dude has 60 catches and 300 yards.
I don't think he does.
Yeah, that's insane.
No, I think he has yards.
Oh, you think he has yards?
I think he has at least 500.
Doesn't he have a crazy low, yards per reception or ADOT at least?
His ADOT may be low, but then he's still running. I think his yards per catch is at least 9.
I feel his typical stat line is 9 catches for 37 yards. I find it hard to be satisfied with that.
He is 60 for 557, 9.3 yards per reception. Not good, but 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Also has 1 carry for 2 yards.
There you go. You know what that is I'd be excited about him in Dynasty.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, you should be. The other big disappointment is Brandon Ayuk.
McLaurin has 632 and 4 touchdowns.
It's pretty good.
solid. He's not he's a disappointment for his value, but you also shouldn't expect anything with. Oh, Fitzpatrick was alive at that point?
Yeah, he was.
Okay, that's also not fair to Terry McLaurin, though.
It's true. Yeah.
It's not fair. Yeah.
Yeah. McLaurin, I think he was being drafted as a borderline wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, and he hasn't been that. He hasn't been a disaster.
Christian Kirk's been a positive surprise. He's not like a super helpful fantasy guy.
He's been playable.
He is 604.
Never been big on Kirk.
So Waddle has 10 less yards than A.J. Brown. I think A.J. Brown missed a game.
Yeah.
But still, that means he would have like 80 less yards than A.J. Brown if they played the same amount of games, which is impressive. And they both have 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So I'll stop looking at stats. One fun thing. Mike Evans and DK both have 606 yards exactly on 64 and 66 targets, 9 touchdowns and 8 touchdowns.
Wow.
Like the exact same.
Yeah.
And Mike Williams has more yards than both of them.
And he hasn't done anything since week 5.
So that's still interesting.
Greatest start to the season.
And then Terry McLaurin has 30 more yards than Mike Evans and DK Metcalf, and you listed him as a bust.
Yeah, I mean,
and then Christian McKirk, I made him one of mine, has 3 less yards than DK and Mike Evans.
That's wild.
But then he has 4 and 5 less touchdowns than them.
Yeah.
They aren't like super yards happy guys.
Yeah.
So can we scratch off McLaurin, or you still want him to be a bust?
Yeah, I mean, I think
those guys ruin your season. I don't think you can still play him every week.
Yeah, totally.
I think A-Rob, Ridley, and Ayuk, you're like pulling your hair out.
Yeah.
And McLaurin, you're like, oh, this could have gone better.
For sure. He's a disappointment. He's not an outright bust.
Yeah.
I mean, Ridley's another one that he's been bad.
And then stop playing.
And then stop playing football, which, I mean, yeah. Fine, well within his rights to do so, but in terms of fantasy, it's
remember I told you what I would have done there? If you are in a bad place mentally, happy thoughts for you, work out a lot. I don't think you should abandon your team. I know playing football may have been stressful to him and performing. He should have just like hung out with his dudes, worked out with them, and like been at the games and just like been there with him.
Yeah.
What's he gonna do? Like go home and like cry on Sundays?
Who knows? I mean, I imagine that he's talking to his therapist and that
but he can still do that with the team.
But it could be that being around the team is contributing to whatever's going on. I don't know. I don't know. It's my inclination to just trust him and feel like he's probably doing whatever is best, but I don't know. It could be. I do agree that like being around your boys is like
helpful.
Yeah.
Well, there's a good one we didn't mention. Kenny Golladay sucks.
Sucks.
But we knew that was going to happen.
Yeah,
his hip was already hurting like before the season.
Kenny Golladay himself said that the Giants' passing game was going to struggle. I feel like when he says that before the season,
wow,
you take him at his word.
That's great.
You're like, all right, Kenny.
Jesus. Yeah, I was okay with the contract. I liked that all along. The one thing I didn't like was the 4th year. He's like 27 or something, kind of getting older. Yeah. A tall dude with hip problems. 4 years from now, I'm like, not going to really scare people. But I'm okay with like 2 years of very good. A 3rd year is pretty good. And then maybe a team option or something. But Tight ends. Travis Kelce's good at football.
He sure is.
He's really good at it.
Yeah. I mean, it feels, I honestly don't know exactly what numbers he's putting up. It feels like it's a down year by
his year for him.
Standards, and he's still just like
killing it.
Yeah, far and away the best option. I mean, it's impressive. He's an impressive player.
Also helps to have Tyreek Hill, and they can't cover him as much as they like to.
Yeah, and Mahomes. Yeah. I mean, he's in a good situation.
He's in a very good situation.
But he's also part of what makes the Chiefs so good. Yeah. So I mean, credit where credit's due. That dude.
Kittle too, really also very good.
Kittle is really impressive.
He came back and looked hella good.
Yeah. His physicality
running through people. Yeah.
Pretty insane. Kittle's awesome. But yeah, as far as best value, I think it's Hunter Henry.
It is.
Mike Gesicki, those dudes have been.
And if he didn't get hurt, Dawson Knox was good.
Yeah, Dawson Knox too.
Yeah, I mean, Dawson Knox is apparently almost as physically gifted as Kelce.
Apparently, according.
My friend Sean said that.
Interesting.
He's super fast. You've seen him make those plays where he bowled people over.
I mean, ever since he burst onto the scene 3 years ago with that insane stiff arm and became a living legend.
Yeah, he's just been doing kind of cool things. The reason he does those is because he's a physically dominant specimen with stone hands. Who maybe doesn't have stone hands anymore.
Yeah.
It's actually not surprising to hear he's as on the same athletic profile as Kelce. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he's like Kelce's not known for that athleticism. He's just like a fluid dude.
Yeah.
He was never said to be like twitchy fast or anything.
Totally. Insane body control.
Speaking of twitchy fast, Darren Waller killed it week 1. Hasn't really done it
like
since
19 targets.
I know, right?
Yeah, real disappointment. I mean, I think
I did not see that coming at all, especially with Ruggs coming on. Ruggs has been good. Renfro's been good. Bryan Edwards has been good. Like, there's been
you
think there'd be looks for Waller, and before there was no one else to pass to, so he's getting double covered. I think they're just still double covering him.
I think they are too.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the best pass catcher in that offense.
He is.
But by the way, I mean, you could also put Kittle on this list with Waller as a disappointment. But
you also knew that was going to happen.
And for this whole list, I mean, we're kind of mostly talking about
non-injured
performance as opposed to injury.
And Kittle had like 100 yards and he had 150 yards and 2 touchdowns in the last 2 games.
Yeah.
75 yards and a touchdown is very good.
Yeah, he's mostly performed when he's been on the field.
And that injury is different. Like CMC, Saquon, Kittle, you knew those were injury risks.
Yeah, it's true.
Whereas if you draft J.K. Dobbins or David Montgomery and they get hurt, that's just bad luck.
Yeah.
But you can't be like, oh man, how did Saquon and Kittle get hurt? There's no one else to guard besides Saquon.
Yeah.
Who did it? Kickers, Justin Tucker.
Well,
it's one of the only kickers I can name now. Now that we don't use him in fantasy.
Evan McPherson.
No idea.
Yeah, I have nothing to say about Evan.
Defensive players. Von Miller's wearing number 40 now. Looks horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. Such a swagless number.
Yeah,
it's Trayvon Diggs, one of the most impressive defensive young players in the league. Chase Young's out for the season. That's super sad. I'm a Giants fan. That's still super sad.
Mm-hmm.
Best players in the league are fun to watch.
Yep.
Sucks to suck for Redskins.
Should we close out football
with the jokes? Speaking of sucks to sucks, the Browns. Poo.
Yeah, but we put together a team that would be leading most any fantasy leagues that you could have had past round
and
7.
Pretty obvious sleepers, not like random. Like we mentioned Elijah Mitchell in there, but that's not a super obvious sleeper. That's something you have to know. But like Jalen Hurts is someone like you knew about.
Yeah,
he went to Alabama, is a running quarterback, and was going late. That's like an easy selection. We both had Jalen Hurts shares. Yeah. I traded you Jalen Hurts.
You sure did. But yeah, so team that you could have had after round 7 that would be just absolutely killing it this year. Hurts at quarterback. At receiver, you could have had Pittman. You could have had Hollywood Brown. Could have had Brandon Cooks.
And Brandon Cooks is like historic for just going to any scenario and just putting up numbers, no matter how good the quarterback, what other receivers are there. He just always gets his numbers and gets like a concussion, misses 2 games, and everyone labels him like injury prone. And he's never had a serious injury.
Yeah, never had a serious injury.
Yeah.
Never had less than 1,000 yards in his whole career dating back to 2nd grade.
Yeah.
Greatest wide receiver of all time alongside James Prochet. I mean, what else could you want?
Oh, Cordell Patterson.
And Cordero Patterson. Yeah. But yeah, running backs, you could have had Elijah Mitchell and CPAT. I think the real lesson at running back is basically everyone got hurt.
Yep.
Like you didn't need to draft a good running back in order to have a good team.
Saquon, CMC all got hurt. Zeke didn't get hurt. Zeke has been doing very well, and they're just not giving him the ball anymore because they have all those receivers, Tony Pollard. And if you give running back the ball over and over again, they're going to get hurt. So props to the Cowboys for actually making good decisions for once.
I suppose so. I mean, maybe the best decision was just not to re-sign Zeke to like a $50
But they also are doing really well. They chose Dak and CD and Zeke and
Amari. Yeah, I mean.
Well, they traded for Amari.
Yeah, but
they got those.
Didn't they have to re-sign him?
But they got Micah Parsons and Trayvon Diggs.
Yeah.
But they cut Jaylon Smith for some reason.
Yeah, I don't really.
So there we go. That's Cowboys.
But yeah, I think the lesson here is you could just cobble together production, even if you don't have Mitchell or CPAT, who are the obvious kind of big winners in this kind of genre of player. But even without them, you could get Darrell Williams and Mark Ingram, Khalil Herbert. Yeah, I mean, there's Chuba Hubbard had a stretch. There's just so many guys. What
I like to do now with running backs is don't target the top guys unless they're super fresh legs. I like to target the guys like the David Montgomerys who are ascending Swift, who are ascending in the stardom, so they don't have the high mileage.
Yeah.
J.K. Dobbins is someone I wanted. He didn't have a ton of carries in college.
Yeah.
Or last year. And so
Jonathan Taylor could be in that category. Yeah. Maybe he's already a star.
Well, Jonathan Taylor, he's clearly a star.
Yeah.
He's number 1 dynasty. You're saying going into this year?
Going into the season.
Yeah, he was. No, I wanted Jonathan Taylor. He was taken higher than his ADP in every draft, so he was known. Yeah, that is the kind of guy, someone with that. But he did have a ton of mileage in college. He's also a very large human.
Yeah, both those things. Tight end, Hunter Henry.
Same thing.
Really, you could
all
any
of
the
them.
dudes.
Gesicki, Dawson Knox. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we threw in a few flexes. Really, there's a ton of receivers that were kind of clear breakout candidates that hit. There's Jamar Chase, Debo. These guys are starting to get borderline.
But they were still around there.
But yeah, you can really fill out a pretty sick roster with some of these late round dudes.
So does that mean you can take quarterback in round 1?
Yep, that's the lesson. Straight in for Lamar.
It means Kelsey. That's what it means.
Yeah.
It means that's what was my goal in all my drafts. Get Kelsey or Waller. Kittle because he gets hurt.
And that's why Waller is on the disappointment list, is because we
ruined all my fantasy seasons.
Exactly. You are paying the price if you took Waller this year.
Yeah.
It really hurts.
I paid $50 for him in the auction league.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hit the basketball real quick. Let's flip it over.
All right. Introduce it.
So we're just redrafting the NBA. We're just going to take turns going back. It's like a full redraft. So if it were happening in real life, locations would matter. So like if you're in Memphis, you're not going to take an older star like KD because the team is actually Memphis would want a KD. Memphis wants to win. That's a bad example. Who's a crappy
Charlotte?
Charlotte, yeah. So you can't take like KD on Charlotte because you're going to be like a mediocre team. No one's going to like that. You won't get any free agents. You'll get like a Gordon Hayward. So maybe someone like that would choose like a Jalen Green over KD. Or like what was the example we were saying? Like who would we take over Clay? Jalen Green over Clay, or like Evan Mobley over Clay.
Yeah.
But I think if you're in New York, for instance, you do take KD.
Yeah.
At like 10.
Yeah.
So we don't have the ability to do that, but you can still like choose someone based on they'll sell more tickets. LaMelo Ball will sell more tickets. Only one team's gonna win.
Yeah, you can choose someone based on whatever you want. Just give your reasoning. I think, but yeah, basically we're just gonna redraft the NBA as if you're starting a franchise.
Who wants Giannis? I'll go first or second.
Well, it's Giannis and then Luka, right?
We think it's Giannis and Luka. It's gonna be Giannis first.
It is. Well, I would take Luka second. So I'll take Giannis. Who are you taking second?
Probably gonna take Luka, aren't I?
Probably taking Luka.
I'm gonna take Luka. I would actually consider John Morant over Luka, but I'm gonna take Luka.
Is John Morant your 3?
I think he probably is because Embiid's always hurt.
And you're taking Ja. Wow.
I think Jokic is fat. If you can hear now, I would say that to his face. I was like, bro, you need to lose weight. I have a fucking body fat scale. I'll bet his is worse than mine. Mine is like 14. His is higher.
I'm gonna go talking about Jokic without talking about Jokic.
Right? We didn't even know. We're like, Jokic. All right, so you want Jokic now at 3? No, you don't. No, you don't.
Part of me wants to take Ant Edwards.
Yeah, that's a cool pick.
How old is he? He's got to be what,
like 22? 21 or 22. Yeah.
I
would take LeBron over Jokic all day. LeBron could play 5 or 6 more years.
I'm taking Anthony Edwards.
Okay.
Sign me up.
Wow, that's 3.
Sign me up.
All right,
that guy is a star. I just watched him just
3
pour in like 35 against the Warriors. It's really, I think with him, it comes down to whether he ever finds a consistent 3-point shot.
Right. He's so athletic. Yeah.
He's kind of, he's like unguardable. I don't know if Ant Edwards is the smartest pick.
I don't know. I think
that
people
upside
would
there
rip on you for that.
Yeah, the upside there is unreal.
I've got to do it.
Yeah,
I've got to take Embiid. Have to take Embiid.
Yeah.
Who are you gonna take?
He's just hurt all the time.
He's always hurt.
He's always hurt.
He's too tantalizing. I can't pass it up.
Yeah.
If you get into like a playoff series against a team with a big and you don't have one, you're screwed. Whereas every team has guards that can dribble or can play defense.
All right, who's next? Who's next here? I'm taking Jokic. I think that guy's an unreal talent. The thing is, like, I know you're not taking him, so
you should have taken him later. Yeah, you should have taken him later.
But I'm doing this not as a draft between me and you. I'm just taking who I think should go. I think Jokic is just an absolutely unreal player.
Yeah.
And I think he's better on defense than he gets credit for.
He is. No, he is.
And I think he's just an offensive centerpiece. Honestly, he's just miles better than Anthony Edwards, and he should have gone ahead of him. But
you're worried I would take Anthony Edwards or something?
Yeah, and I just watched Anthony Edwards just put on a clinic.
Yeah. So I guess I'm supposed to take Trae Young here. That's what everyone wants me to do, or Anthony Davis, but I'm going to take John Morant, right? I don't think Trae Young plays enough defense.
Yeah, he doesn't.
And I don't think Anthony Davis is going to be on the court.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum?
Yeah, I don't know. Trae Young is wildly talented. Does Ja play defense?
Yeah, Ja can play defense. Ja's also 6'4".
Yeah, I mean, he's skinny as hell, but
he's also defense. Like 21. He can play defense, yeah.
I also like Ja.
The Grizzlies, yes, play defense.
Yeah, he's on the Grizzlies have had success with Ja as their guy. I like that. I mean, not the Hawks haven't with Young.
Look, they have a whole team, dude.
Yeah.
They have a whole team.
I mean, John Collins is.
They have John Collins, Capella, Bogdanovich,
Herter,
Cam Reddish. They have like a whole team. Yeah. Lou Williams.
They've been doing a really good job rebuilding there.
You have to take Anthony Davis or Jason Tatum, I believe, right now.
Yeah.
Or Ayton, honestly, or Bam.
I'm not taking Ayton. I'm taking Tatum.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
you didn't take Trae.
I didn't take Trae. No.
Oh wow.
You can take Trae.
I don't think I'm gonna take Trae. I'm taking LeBron. Taking LeBron. What are we talking about? Taking LeBron.
You want how many more years does he have?
5. His son's gonna play in 4 years.
So he's got to be around to play against his son.
And his contract expires when his son's gonna be in the NBA. He's gonna sign as a free agent
wherever his son goes.
Yeah, you really think so?
That would be pretty wild.
Which is unfortunate for the team I just drafted. Wait a second. Maybe I don't. Oh, don't. If they leave as a free agent, don't you get some like compensatory pick or something? Or
I don't know.
You should. If LeBron James leaves your team, I feel like you have to get something for that.
I don't know. You just have to draft LeBron Jr.
Can I? But if he's like hella good, you can't just draft LeBron because LeBron's team will have the top.
Is he hella good? Should we?
He's not that good. He's like a top 25 prospect in high school.
Well, yeah, you can draft that.
But he's projected to keep growing and stuff. Yeah. He's LeBron James' son. Wait, was that a bad pick? 4 years is fine. 4 years is fine. I gotta get KD. KD's like the best player
over LeBron.
KD's like the best player in the NBA right now.
Yeah, I mean KD's incredible. You're just such a LeBron stan.
I am such a LeBron. This is killing me. How am I doing this?
I love it. We're all here to just watch Graham not pick LeBron.
Well, KD's younger though, right?
Yeah, he is.
He's the best player in the NBA right now, and LeBron's missing time.
Hey, I'm not saying it's a bad pick.
I'm taking KD.
Wow. All right. And I'm taking LeBron.
Wow.
No, I'm kidding. I'm taking Trae Young.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy is just absurdly talented.
And I'm taking LeBron.
How old is Anthony Davis?
Not that old.
Is he like 26?
No, older than that.
28?
He's probably like 29. And his body's breaking down.
Yeah. I'm not in for that.
I would rather have like Kawhi and Paul George over AD, or even Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is like 23.
Yeah. I feel like this is where it gets tough.
This is where you got to take like Ayton and Bam and stuff because there's not as many centers. And there's like hella guards. There's like Zach LaVine's and stuff.
Donovan Mitchell,
Drew
Devin Booker.
Holidays, yeah. Alex Caruso.
Alex Caruso.
Had to. Ben Simmons is 25.
25.
Yeah.
For Simmons, yeah.
Oh, Devin Booker would be a good pick here.
Yeah, I'm looking at Devin Booker.
Embiid's 27.
I mean, Donovan Mitchell is really good.
Yeah, he is. And the team's always really good. Devin Booker's only 25.
How old is Mitchell?
Also around 25.
Yeah.
25. Just turned 25, too.
Part of me wants to take Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I know, right? He shit on the Lakers the other day.
He is
pulled up from like the logo and hit a
really
three.
Good.
Yeah. And he guards Steph super well.
Yep. You also know...
AD's only 28. He's a year older than Embiid. I kind of think you should take... He's 2 years older than Giannis only. And Giannis is thought of as like young. Oh, yeah. It is March, though. He'll be 29 in March.
I mean, I'm just obsessed
with... What about Bradley Beal?
Bradley Beal is really
not a
good.
Defender. If you're obsessed with youth, take Evan Mobley.
Or
RJ Barrett.
No, I think it's Shai Gilgeous.
Take him.
I'm taking him. Because
He's got the defense.
He's got the defense, and he's shown more than like Mobley.
Yeah.
Like Mobley obviously has an insanely high ceiling.
I gotta take Anthony
Gilgeous
Davis.
Alexander is like he's becoming a star already.
We gotta go faster. I gotta leave in like 10 minutes.
All right.
I think Ayton or
Bam.
Booker or Bam. Yeah.
I'm taking Bam.
Yeah, Bam's good.
I'm
taking Ayton.
Okay, where are we? We're
right there.
13 and 14. So Bam and Ayton.
Yeah, and then Lillard and Curry are available.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's like disrespectful not to take them at this point. Actually, Curry's getting older, and Lillard's sucking right now.
Yeah, Curry's like 32.
Yeah.
31.
Lillard's 31. Yeah, and Curry's older than Lillard.
32. Yeah, I mean, it's youth. Yeah. I just can't pass up youth. It's the same way I manage my fantasy
34 in March.
Yeah, I'm not taking him. Yeah. I love Curry. I love Curry. I just can't do it.
Donovan Mitchell.
I think it's Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah. I'm taking
Donovan
LaMelo.
Mitchell is under LaMelo.
Yeah, because that team's gonna make money. He's fun. He's gonna sell seats.
He's also really good. I was debating between.
He plays defense.
Yeah. How good is Devin Booker?
He doesn't play defense.
He doesn't.
I would take Ben Simmons or Evan Mobley if you're trying to go youth here. Or Jaylen Brown. Or Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown's a good one.
Or Suggs or Green.
Yeah.
Or actually, Devin Booker.
Oh, Scotty Barnes, too.
Or Devin Booker, the one guy who's on the U.S. Olympic team and is also young.
Yeah,
he's 25.
Booker.
Yeah. Zion? Zion's a good pick at this point, right?
I guess. I don't know what's going on with Zion.
I think Zion has the most potential of anyone available at this point.
Probably.
Well, let me see how old Paul George is. I think he's like 29. 31. No. Bear Cat.
Caruso?
No. Evan Mobley. Sorry, I said no to Caruso like that. That was mean. That would be a good idea.
So you're out on Zion?
Evan Mobley, yeah.
Evan Mobley.
Yeah. RJ Barrett would be a good pick as well.
I don't know RJ Barrett's game.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I haven't really seen it. I feel like Jamal Murray is about as good as Donovan Mitchell.
Except for the defense.
Yeah.
And the injuries.
Yeah.
And not as much of a dog. He's a dog, but not as much of a dog.
I think that's all fair.
He'd be a good pick here, though.
I mean, there's John Collins.
I think Middleton would be a very good pick.
Middleton, how old is Middleton?
He's like a younger Clay.
Yeah. I mean, his defense is great. How old is Gobert too?
Middleton's 30.
There's Karl Anthony Towns, who I just don't believe in.
Yeah, I know. He got fit though, but he still doesn't look fit. Gobert's 29.
Yeah, I just can't take those dudes.
Honestly, it's Ben Simmons.
What about Siakam?
Siakam's good. You're just super anti Ben Simmons. You're trying to talk about how you're all pro youth.
Yeah. Give him a fresh start. I mean, there's MPJ. I don't think I can do that.
He's literally hurt right now. His back is hurt again.
All right, we'll give Ben Simmons a new start.
All right, I'll take Zion.
Yeah. What's up with Siakam? Tell me what's going on with Siakam.
He's like been hurt this year.
Yeah. Is his body like okay?
I think he's a young guy with a good body. Yeah, I think he's just got random injuries. I've never heard a knock on that. Also, Bradley Beal's a pretty goddamn good pick at this point.
Yeah, but isn't he like 30?
No. Bradley Beal's probably 28. Actually, you're right. He's not that much older. I'll bet it's 29.
Yeah.
28.
28.
Not 29 until June. That's probably the pick at this point.
Yeah, it probably is. I mean,
or RJ Barrett, honestly.
Yeah. Or
Scotty Barnes type people.
Jamal Murray. Actually, yeah, Scotty Barnes.
Or with Jaylen Brown. 25 points a game, 3 and D.
Yeah, there you go. Jaylen Brown. I love that.
Yeah.
I don't know there he is.
So 20 then. I took Zion. 21. Evan Mobley's gone. Siakam, Devin Booker. Is there someone like that people would draft first here? Oh, probably Steph Curry, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my God, no! I'm gonna wait at 30 and try and see if Giannis is. If you can
compare Steph with Giannis,
yes.
That would be insane.
Oh my God. Okay, so this is a new team, and I'm getting Siakam.
Yeah, I like Siakam there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Scotty Barnes. Youth movement.
Yeah.
RJ Barrett.
I'm taking Kawhi.
Interesting. How old is Kawhi?
Not that old, and he's like.
He's also
very
not that healthy.
High top potential, yeah.
All right, now I'm taking
Kawhi's
Jamal Murray.
30.
30.
Yeah. Might have been a bad pick with Kawhi, huh?
Julius Randle. D'Angelo Russell is really good, but I also just don't believe in him.
Oh, I'm not a big fan of that guy.
Two-way Wiggs.
OG. I'll take OG. He's 24.
I like OG. That's a good pick. What number pick is that? 25?
Dude, yes. Curry, Steph, and Clay are all going to be there for Giannis.
Man.
Or like what? Giannis and Paul George would be so filthy.
Yeah, that would be
you cannot get past that.
Now
RJ? You start taking RJ is RJ. Miles Turner, Miles Bridges type people.
RJ is 26.
Oh, 26. I'll take Bradley Beal. You gotta take Bradley Beal. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Julius Randle's also pretty good. Drew Holiday's good. Draymond's old. Kristaps.
Don't believe in Kristaps.
Middleton's still available.
How old is Miles Bridges? He's really young, right?
Yeah, he's young.
Yeah, I'm taking Bridges.
Yeah,
I think that guy's really good.
He's good. He can dunk like no one's business. So 28. De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox is good.
Easy. 29. So now these teams are all going to have like back-to-back picks, so like the 29 and 30. So at this point, you could get like Lillard and Clay.
Yeah.
And like you were saying, I don't think Clay and Zach LaVine would be cool, but Clay and Lillard's pretty cool.
Yeah. James Harden still.
We didn't even write his name down. Oh, we did.
There it is.
We didn't include James Harden. Kyrie's available. James Harden and Kyrie back together without KD.
No, I'm gonna start going in on some of these. Like, I just like pairing the young dudes. Like, I'm gonna take Jalen Green.
All right.
That's pick 20. Wait, no.
Yeah, 29. Fox is 28.
I feel like we're flip flopping. We're not tracking these numbers.
Yeah, we are.
Correctly.
27, 28, 29. So 30. So this is the last. You have Giannis. Fuck. I have Luka.
Yeah.
No. So it's 30 now. Also, I'm not pairing anyone with Giannis. So I want Paul George now.
All right. Yeah. You got him.
30.
How deep are we going?
So this is Giannis. Just like 5 more. I got to go pretty soon. So now pair someone with Giannis and make it Curry.
Yeah. Curry.
No, I guess, yeah. So, right, just Giannis next to him or 31? I don't know how we do this.
I don't know.
31 Giannis.
31. No, I'm going 30 Curry.
It's 31. 31.
Oh, damn it.
So then I have Jokic. Or no, I have Luka. So I want Clay. Right? Because he plays defense and shoots threes. Yeah. So Clay, 32.
And now I have Ant Edwards at 3.
Clay.
Who goes with
Lillard?
Lillard?
Yeah, Ant Edwards in the point guard. His threes are bad. Lillard.
Yeah, Lillard. I mean,
LaVine would be lit, but that's not a good combo because there's not any defense there.
Part of me wants to go
Caruso.
Suggs or Caruso.
Mo Bamba.
I kind of just want to go. Ooh, Gobert is kind of sick.
Wait, get Gobert. Yeah,
that's sick. I like that.
Because this team wouldn't be winning right away now, and now it will. So then this is Embiid. Oh, you took Ben Simmons. Look. Oh, my God. Those are all terrifying. Harden, Lillard, DeRozan, Jimmy Butler. LaVine, I got to take Lillard, right? Or LaVine? Zach LaVine's pretty young.
He is.
That could be fun.
For some reason, I just don't trust LaVine. I put him in the same category as D'Angelo Russell.
No, he's much better than D'Angelo Russell. Zach LaVine's electric, dude. He scores 25 points a game.
D'Angelo Russell is electric. That dude is so talented.
His nickname is Young Hollywood, so Zach LaVine's 26.
Yeah.
Squad. Now,
with
Zach LaVine and Embiid. So now here's the last pick of the draft. What bum are you pairing with Jokic? You get Harden and play no defense? Jimmy Butler and Jokic would actually be lit.
Could get two-way Wigs. Jimmy Butler would be lit.
That's what I said. Yeah, Jimmy Butler. And they just push each other.
Jimmy Butler. God, I love Jimmy Butler.
And so then Ja Morant. So you took Jimmy Butler. And DeRozan can't shoot. This one sucks. Ooh, Levine's gone.
Yep.
Kyrie, Cat, D'Angelo. Yeah, we really need to go after this pick. So help me figure out who'd be a good pick for, who is it? John Morant? Mo
Bamba.
Hands down.
Wow.
Right? You think I should get Drew Holiday? Actually, that'd be a really good pick.
That would be a really good pick.
He's really good at basketball. Kyrie would be good too. DeRozan would be good too. Lillard would be good. Harden would be good. Probably have to get one of those.
Miles Turner.
Yeah. Ooh, Miles Turner would be good. MPJ. Yeah. Middleton
would be good too.
Yeah. Suggs.
I kind of like, I like Suggs.
You took Scotty Barnes to 22. Wow. Kristaps. That's who I really want.
It's gross. Don't do that.
The final answer is can't be Miles Turner. Who is it? Lillard?
No. They're
same.
Yeah.
DeRozan, too old. Drew Holiday? That's whack.
Yeah, that is whack.
It's Mo Bamba, dog.
You get him Sabonis?
So whack.
John Collins hasn't been taken. Get him John Collins. That's great.
He's not that good of a defender, but yeah, that works. John Collins.
Yeah.
Sold. Game over. We're done. John Collins. Love you guys. I don't want to go to work. Say something, Ben.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
Such a suck, Robbie.